Hello everyone, my name is Salim and welcome to the Markets Breakdown Analysis for Tuesday, the 5th of December 2023. We'll be breaking down chart and show the exact zones where price will close for potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So looking at the daily candle for Monday, now the daily is actually forming a rejection to the upside. Now this is a very volatile candle. I mean, the Asian session open has been absolutely crazy, like gold hitting all-time highs, retracing, forming rejection. Very interesting. So anyways, to break down the chart, and more likely the daily will be closing strong bearish, forming a rejection to the upside, dropping down to the 4-hour time frame. And what we can see here, we have this recent weak 4-hour support around 2700. We haven't got, I mean, the most recent 4-hour resistance is all the way up to 2072. Let's just take this one off from yesterday. And probably we're going to adjust something within these levels. But anyways, let's have a look on the hourly time frame. And what do we see? On the hourly time frame, price have formed a new range. So we have the recent 1-hour support around 2022,300. Most recent 1-hour resistance around 2031,400. Dropping down to the 30-minute time frame, that's the same level of support and resistance. And the level of support on the 50-minute time frame to be adjusted to 2021. The level of resistance remains the same. So now to identify the no trades on, I'd say potential buys. Maybe we could look for buys above 2032,600 as price break and close above this hourly range. And ideally is to wait for price to break out this range during high volume time, because we might see price breaking above this level, forming a rejection and then retracing. So we need to wait for volume time to see that happening. So potential buys above 2032,600, above this hourly resistance. Potential sells could be below 2021, and this is going to be the no trade zone. And now to look for a potential buys. So now, since the price have been extremely bearish over the daily candle, over the New York session, London, now what we need to see is for the new daily candle to retrace and correct part of this huge drop that we can see on the daily. So the first thing we can see is we have a 4-hour previous support around, that is around 2062,500, and this is a big range. Dropping down to the hourly time frame, we have clean traffic on the left, dropping down to the 5-minute time frame. Now in the 30-minute time frame, what do we see? We have this recent previous 30-minute support around 2044,800. Dropping down to the 15-minute time frame, we can adjust level of support again. The previous support on the 15-minute time frame around 2043,800. Now here's the thing. So this is a really big range. I mean, we could look for a first target for buys at the 15-minute support around 2043,800. But the only thing I would say is we have to pay attention to how price reacts once it breaks into those levels on the left, as we have some sort of a range on the hourly time frame. The second target for buys, now let's have a look again. We have a previous 4-hour support around 2063,400, dropping down to the hourly time frame, clean range on the left. On the 30-minute time frame, however, we have a 30-minute support resistance, around 2051,500, dropping down to the 15-minute time frame. That's the same level of resistance as well. So I'd say the second target for buys could potentially be 2051,500, targeting this 30-minute resistance. And now to look for potential sells, and we're going back to a daily. So actually, let's have a look at a monthly. So in a monthly, what do we see? A huge rejection forming to the upside on a monthly candle for December. Very interesting. Anyways, let's have a look on a weekly. Weekly is retracing. So the first thing we can see on the left is we have this previous weekly resistance around 20,03600, dropping down to the daily time frame, a previous daily resistance around 20,07400, dropping down to the 4-hour time frame. And what do we see? We have this recent 4-hour support around 20,13,400. Looking at the hourly time frame, let's have a look on the left. What do we see? We have this recent 1-hour support again. I would say, yes, these are really big ranges. But again, we have to reflect on how price action is forming on the daily, because these daily candles are huge. So yes, so what we're going to do here is the first target for sells could potentially be 20,13,400, targeting this 4-hour support. The second target for sells, however, We have this previous daily resistance around 20.06.400. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame. That matches with this previous 4-hour resistance on the left. Looking at the hourly time frame, let's have a look again on the left. What do we see? We have this range, nothing really to identify, to be honest, but this is again a range. I would say the second target for sales could potentially be 20.06.500, targeting this previous daily resistance.
Dominion Markets, your trading sanctuary.